I moved to in the 2014,
2014.
and I don't speak in any English.
You didn't speak any English back then.
And it's been fascinating to watch the growth of the evolution of everything with downsides to it, of course.
I mean, it's out the years, obviously, like Silicon Valley, how everybody came in. It's a lot more rich out here.
When I was growing up, grew up in the Mission. We got to play outside, no problems.
How is affordability here in San Francisco?
Well, you know the answer to that one.
I know the answer, but I gotta ask it. Hey everybody, I'm John Santiago here with World of Nuance. I'm in the city of San Francisco today, and today I'm talking to people about what it's like to live in the city by the bay. So could you tell me your name and where you're from?
Yeah, so my name is Manuel. I'm coming from Guatemala.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Florence and I'm from San Francisco, born and raised.
What is your name and where are you from originally?
I'm Cassie, and I'm from the East Bay. It's 30 minutes away.
So you grew up in the Bay Area?
Yes, I did.
And you've been living here in San Francisco for 2 years?
Yes, for 2 years now.
My name's Kylie, and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
You told me before we started filming that you moved here 6 months ago?
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Michelle Wang. I'm from Cerritos, California. Lived in SF for 3 years now.
Have you lived in a couple different neighborhoods here in San Francisco?
Yeah, I lived in the Mission for 2 years and Soma for 1 year.
My name is Courtney, and I grew up in Belmont, California. It's right next to San Mateo, about 20 minutes south from here.
How long have you lived here in San Francisco now?
4 years.
4 years.
1 month.
4 years and 1 month.
Yes, my name is Lydia Owens. I live in the East Bay in Point Richmond.
You don't live here in San Francisco, but you know San Francisco
I do,
a
yes.
lot.
Yes, I do. And I have family and friends who live here. So
You've spent a lot of time here, working here in the city for 20 years?
probably 20 years, yeah.
My name is Joseph. I'm from San Francisco. I grew up in an area called Lakeview.
How much of your life have you spent? You said around half your life you spent here.
I've been out here since I was about 25 years before I left, but then I'm back all the time. Like I said, I worked here.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
Been at the farmer's market for about 7 years.
And so what brought you here to San Francisco?
School brought me here. I go to USF.
What did you come here for?
I had just lived in Colorado my whole life, so I wanted somewhere new. So I chose here.
What brought you here to San Francisco originally?
I guess growing up in the suburbs, the big city always appealed to me. Went to school in a smaller town called San Luis Obispo, and I guess that made me realize that I really love big cities because that's where you can meet all sorts of people and you never know what you're going to find when you walk around the corner. So it was always part of the dream, and here we are.
I moved to in the 2014,
2014.
and I don't speak in any English.
You didn't speak any English back then, so how did you...
So I went to the school.
Okay.
I spent 4 years, and I got hired from Blue Bottle Coffee when I was 18 years old. This is my full time, and my second time and my part time is El Porteño, the empanadas place and inside the ferry building.
How is affordability here in San Francisco?
Well, you know the answer to that one.
I know the answer, but I gotta ask it.
I mean, yeah, it's not affordable, but yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm happy with my place. Yeah, it's rough, but you can find a good place. But yeah, you gotta have some sort of money.
What area do you live, if you don't mind me asking?
It's right in the middle between Mission, Noe, and Bernal.
Okay.
It's called La Lengua, but not a lot of people know that name.
Have you lived there the whole time, or have you lived in a couple different neighborhoods here in San Francisco?
Yeah, I've lived in this current place for 1.5 years, and then before that I lived out in the Sunset for 2.5 years, I guess would be the math there.
Okay. Do you mind me asking, how much do you pay for rent?
I pay $1,500 for my room.
$1,500.
Yeah.
It's a room in nice.
A 3-bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neighborhood is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm in Cow Hollow Marina area, which is a really
Okay.
nice area.
I think when I first moved here, I was paying $1,600 a month for a tiny basement room, and then I lived in another apartment, paid about $1,500 there for a mid-sized room, and then now I have the best deal I've had
Okay.
during my time here. I think I have a bit of a unique situation. I got my apartment at a COVID deal,
Oh, okay.
and my landlord's so chill. He hasn't raised it since after COVID. So I pay $1,300 for rent right now, and I live in a apartment building in Soma.
So, and it's your own apartment, like a 1-bedroom or studio apartment?
It's a 3-bed, 2-bath.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a really good deal.
It's a good deal, right?
So you feel like even with the way San Francisco is, it's because affordability here for many people, when I've talked to them, it's expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Living here in the Bay Area.
For sure. A lot of people kind of say to you like, oh, it's very expensive. It is very expensive. So if we don't live in right here, so where we can go? So we can go some people, they come sample. Some people come in to work to San Francisco, but they live in the other side, right? So it takes a long time, and at the same time you expend more money to stay right here.
You've seen San Francisco change a lot throughout the years. So what has that been like to kind of witness the evolution of the city?
It's not good, honestly. I mean, it's out the years, obviously, like Silicon Valley, how everybody came in. It's a lot more rich out here. A lot of the neighborhoods got changed. Like Fillmore was changed, and there's no more Bayshore. Like the projects are gone out there. It's a lot different. Hunters Point has changed, a lot of places.
Yeah.
Like I said, where I grew up in Lakeview was changed. So everyone, it's just not how it was.
Yeah.
A lot of the lower class people who can't afford it obviously got shipped out to different neighborhoods, and I'm talking more like different cities.
I've lived here, mostly in the East Bay, for probably 50 years, and it's been fascinating to watch the growth, the evolution of everything, with downsides to it. Of course, the traffic is horrendous, especially in the East Bay, and in the city too, getting in and out. And the cost of everything has just skyrocketed. It was always more expensive, but now, it's shocking to me. I go to the grocery store and I see young couples, who probably have a family at home, filling up a grocery cart, and I think, how can they afford to even feed their families, at this stage?
When I was growing up, grew up in the Mission. We got to play outside, no problems. It was nice and easy. And then we moved into the Sunset, still nice and easy over there. And then I was raised in the Army, so we went to Presidio for our groceries. And then we went to Japantown to get our Asian groceries. So that was a change. And then it was nice and busy during the 70s and 80s, nightlife, people, lunch, food everywhere. And then it changed during COVID. It's really sad, but there's still a few places that are good.
And I started the pandemic. It's really, really sad to see empty on the building, no people, no farmer market like this right now. Blue Bottle closed for 2 months and a half. Yeah, and no job. Almost decided to move to a different city.
It's a very rough time.
Yes, a really rough time.
I know the cost of living has pushed people out of here. I have a very good friend who was a tour guide with a single woman who never married. She lived in Oakland, and about 6 or 7 years ago, she decided she couldn't afford to live here anymore. And she moved up to Idaho and Washington, where she had family. And she misses it terribly. She keeps coming back to visit, and she keeps up with all the sports teams here. She was a sports addict, and I travel with her occasionally. We just did a cruise over Christmas and New Year's. And, she wishes she could live here, but she can't afford it. It's simply that, and I think a lot of people have moved away, and that's the sad part.
Where do you see San Francisco in the next 10 years?
Trying to bring people back.
Yeah.
'Cause remember when like COVID was and all the people robbing everything and how things were. And then the big thing is they're saying like the mayor's not doing anything. Like the district attorney, like everybody, they're just letting people out of jail overnight. You go steal stuff and they just let you out of jail. So that's a big thing with people. But in 10 years, I think they're going to try to bring people back, because a lot of people are going to start leaving the way they're treating the city. You know, everyone thinks San Francisco is a really great city, but that's in certain areas.
Would you say you're optimistic or pessimistic about the trajectory of where San Francisco is headed?
A little of each, depending on which aspect we look at, you know. With the cost of living, I'm pessimistic, but with the beauty and everything the city has to offer, and this whole area, I mean, Northern California is a fabulous place. I'm optimistic about that part. I don't think that'll change.
I have a good experience in this San Francisco. It's a beautiful city, and that's why I'm still happy to here and happy to support my family back home. And I'm so excited and like see how they kind of like people coming to Ferry Building. It's kind of like support a local inside. If this video is gonna be for like a YouTube and for more people that can see for sure, I'm just saying like come to San Francisco, come and enjoy in this beautiful city. Go and visit like Mission, especially like Mission. There's a lot of good stuff for like Latinos, dishes, like a lot of restaurants.
You gotta go to Chinatown and in Sunset and Richmond District for Chinese stuff, food. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
We're here to see and asking questions about like people around, and a lot of people they speak in different language. That's one of my point. I like it because you can meet with different people and you can learn a different language, different cultures.
Awesome.
I'm so happy to stay here.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's good to talk to somebody who's lived here for years, like yourself.
That's like I said, I grew up running the streets. I was an old graffiti artist a long time ago.
Oh yeah?
So I've been all around the city, hung out. I got friends all over, from Fillmore, Hunters Point.
Yeah. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Y'all have a great one.
Yeah, take care. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to leave a comment below. Thanks, and I'll see you later. Take care.